Hi, I'm Nick. I'm here today to tell you all about A Christmas Carol, one of my favorite stories that's been brought to life in movies, plays, and beyond for almost 200 years. A Christmas Carol was published on December 19th, 1843 by Charles Dickens, who had published the Penwick Papers and Nicholas Nickleby in the 1830s. He actually was in a slump, though, because he published Martin Chuzzlewit and he got into debt and was also got a lot of bad press off of it. So he was reeling. He decided to take a trip to America in 1842 to meet with Washington Irving on international copyright law, of which was a big issue at the time. There was very little recourse. And they also talked about child labor laws, what they were seeing in their respective countries. Upon returning to England, Parliament had released a report on child labor abuses, and children as young as 5 years old were working in factories in Victorian era London, literally as young as 5 years old. It was just appalling, the report. And Dickens was totally appalled by it. And even as a youth himself, he worked in a rat-infested factory to help his dad with financial issues. So Dickens is really motivated by all of this and wants to take a sledgehammer to the injustice he sees in the form of a story. And he uses Christmas as the vehicle in coming up with the Christmas Carol story. Now, at the time, Easter was way more popular, but Christmas was starting to change a little bit. In the medieval and Renaissance era, Christmas was a series of feasts starting on Christmas Day into the new year, and basically one big party. But Christmas trees were coming in from Germany and decorations and new traditions, and things were changing in a way where sort of a book like this could really make an impact on people's minds. And it did. It sold 6,000 copies before Christmas Eve. And with drawings from John Leech, the famous illustrator, the production costs actually were so high that he actually didn't make much profit. And actually, even a year after that, someone tried to copy it and he lost more in legal fees, suing them, although he ended up winning. But Christmas Carol, a lot of people thought was either a Christian allegory or a secular allegory. But I think what's genius about it, Dickens, a Christian himself, although, quote, not dogmatic, sort of made it for both if you think about it. It really kind of touches all audiences and doesn't really negate an audience if you really think about the novel.